Hey, girl.
Hey, hey.
How
What's
you?
going on, pretty lady?
I'm keeping pretty. Hey, everybody. Welcome to
Yeah.
Vanities Live.
Welcome, everybody. We so happy to see y'all.
It's going to be an amazing Vanities Live today. What do you think?
We have some things to talk about today.
And some breaking news, I might add.
I mean, breaking, breaking news.
Yes, this is some
Like,
serious news. I might add myself. I mean, this is some news, some TTT. This
it's
is
a,
some.
it's giving historic. I
You know
mean,
what? You took the words out of my mouth. I mean, I think we need to make this some. When we talk about current events, we have to give it to her today. We have to say thank you to the gentleman who opened the door and for the path for the woman to step right in. And so we gotta give it to her. We have to give it to her today, you guys.
we are, and we're going to get all up into that. But before we do, happy Sunday, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us once again on Vanities Live on this good hot Sunday. I am in Montana. I am in Montana, and my girl Sharice is currently in
Austin, Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Y'all, we are both on location right now for different jobs. So yeah, here we are.
Doing
I
what
just landed, and
we
she
landed
just
to.
pulled up. So yep.
Yeah, doing what we
So
absolutely love doing. And that's working in TV and film. So we're here ready to bring Vanny's Live to you once again every Sunday. We are coming live streaming to you guys on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure you're following us on all those platforms. We have an amazing guest coming to you that we had an opportunity to work with in LA, and she is all that. This is actually, you know what, a day for the women. We love our men, but today is Ladies' Day. So, you know what? We are so excited. She is an award winning, an amazing, a beautiful lady, I might add, a sweetheart, and she's doing her thing, I might add that as well. So when she comes
yes,
on, you
she
got
is.
some tea. Just an awesome woman who's really been out there grinding. You've seen some of her work on a number of shows that you guys have watched. And so, we have some special tea for you guys today. So let's drop the current events here.
Current
You know what we
events.
do? We did not
What?
introduce ourselves.
They know who we are. Okay. I'm Ray, y'all. I'm your girl Ray Dion from Fort Worth, Texas. Y'all know how it goes. I'm here again with my girl Sharice on Vanities Live, doing what we do best.
Yeah.
Before we go do whatever else we do best, coming in and tapping in with you guys and just, coming together on this amazing thing we call hair, makeup, and vanities all together. So I'm happy to be here.
So now let's jump into our current events.
So
You
you're
want to
not going to
start?
introduce yourself?
Well, you already did. I am Sharice Slate. Hell, you already told him I am Sharice Slate. So I was like, you know what? She did it for me. So,
I said with Sharice now. Come on now. Okay.
So we are going to jump into some current events. As you can see, we love each other. We keep it fun. We keep it silly. We want to keep it spicy. But we're going to talk about the new movie Twister. You want to share?
Yes,
Because
we are, y'all. Okay. So, and I was gonna try to like share the screen so y'all can see the trailer because it's pretty cool. But Twisters just came out yesterday. Yesterday, it's in theaters. Y'all go check it out. Some of your local favorite hairstylists from um, Texas, Oklahoma. We got people from Atlanta. We had people from LA. We had all our friends working on that movie, and it was the department headed by um, Jules Holdren and Gloria. Oh, what is Gloria's last name? That's all right. I'm about to look it up right now. But they were some amazing department heads, and they know they stuff, y'all. They know they stuff. So I had a great time working on Twisters, working in background, driving all the way to Oklahoma. But y'all, Twisters came out 2 days ago. So go see it, check it out, because it's definitely it's not Twisters 2. It's Twisters, not Twister. It's Twisters. So it's a little bit something a little bit different, but y'all check it out. I'm gonna go see it as soon as I can get a chance to like not be at work or try to get some sleep. But it has very high ratings. And I'm not gonna give the answer, but it has a really awesome director who has directed some really dope movies, including Top Gun, including Where the Crawdads Sing, so many other things. So, oh no, I lied. It has the actors have been in Top Gun. Glenn Powell was in Top Gun. Daisy Edgar Jones was in Where the Crawdads Sing, and Anthony Ramos. We've seen him in the Crown Royal commercial. But I really loved him myself in what's that movie called? Roxanne. So anywho, y'all go check out Twisters. I'm gonna go check it out as soon as I can. Now, in other news,
Yes.
in other
Historical breaking news, worldwide
historical
breaking
news.
Yes.
Joe Biden has stepped down as he announced dropping out of the 2024 race and endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris as the party's new nominee. And I just feel like this is about to change the game. Honestly,
It is a game changer.
It is truly a game changer.
It is a
this
game
is a
changer.
game changer for women, game changer for, and I mean in the most positive way, I feel.
Let's talk about it. You know what? We want you guys to drop your comments on your thoughts about President Biden. Let's give him his respect. President Biden deciding to drop out of the race. He had a lot of pressure, but you know what? First of all, I would like to say everybody has their opinion, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. And I respect everybody in their opinion. And you may agree or disagree with me on my opinion, but it is my opinion.
It's your opinion.
I'm entitled to it, and I'm gonna give it to you. Whether you
don't give it.
I respect him for the choice that he made, and I think it was a wise decision. And I'm going to give him a pat on the back for opening up the door for the first African American and indigenous woman who had the opportunity to become the first woman president.
Asian American.
President of the United States of America. So I think that is amazing. I think that brings in the possibility of the woman vote, the young vote, because no longer she's the younger candidate for sure. It's a game changer. I'll just say that.
It's a game changer.
It's a game changer. It's a lot of things on the table. I think a lot of changes are going to happen. It's going to be, this is a game changer. I can think of so many different things that are going to happen because of this news. I send prayers up to him and that he gets well soon. It's been a lot of pressure. I had a lot of thoughts about this. I have my thoughts on who I think will be her running mate. Who do you think that she will select as her running mate? Why don't you drop in the comments who you think she should select as her VP running mate? I have my thoughts on who I think she will select. I'm going to see who that person may be. Who do you think that she could possibly select, Ray? And what are some of your
I
thoughts
don't
about?
know. I don't know. I don't have thoughts about that, honestly. I haven't thought about that. But I'm sure she'll make the right decision,
Do you
whoever
think
she
it's going to bring the
chooses.
young boat out?
Huh?
Do you think she's going to bring the young boat out?
Do I think she's gonna bring absolutely.
I totally agree.
Absolutely.
I think she's
Absolutely.
totally going to bring out the young vote. I think she's definitely going to bring out the woman vote
Yeah.
across the board. I think this is going to be a big difference in the race.
Let's see. We have someone says either Pete Buttigieg or Cory Booker.
I think it's going to be someone different.
Allegra Laton Allegra Latonia. I'm sorry, Allegra Layton Artistry. Sorry, baby. She
I
says
think
either
she's going
Pete
to be
Buttigieg or
Gavin
Cory
Newsom.
Booker.
That's
You
what I
think
think she's
Gavin
going
Newsom?
to. Let's see if I'm right. But
I
that's what.
I just have faith that she's gonna make the right decision.
hmm
Yeah.
But that's what I think she's going to pick. Let's see. Let's see if I'm right. Never know, but that's who I think. He's been on the campaign a lot. He's been publicly speaking a lot. So those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts?
Timothy, our friend Timothy Nolan. Hi, Timothy. Is
Hi,
saying maybe Josh Shapiro.
let's keep them coming, you guys. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts on her as the new running mate or new
Yep.
candidate, should I say, for president of
So
the States?
it's while we're talking about this, it's coming time to get our guest up in here, y'all. So
Well, you know what? Let's get
I
our
know we
trivia
could talk
question.
about this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
let's
like we
get
could
our
talk about this
trivia
all
question
day,
real quick.
but
Yeah, because we can get deep into this one. I decided to
we
pull back.
gotta
I have a
get
lot of thoughts. So let's throw our trivia question out here, you guys. So, who is the director of the new movie Twisters? Would it be Christopher Nolan, A, B, Lee Isaac Chung, C, Steven Spielberg, or D, Greta Gerwig? Who do you guys think the answer is for Twisters? I'll
and it
repeat
was
it
so
again. Who is the director? And I know you know this. Of the new
I
movie
know, so I ain't gonna
Twisters.
say nothing.
A. Christopher Nolan. B. Lee Isaac Chung. C. Steven Spielberg. Or D. Greta Gerwig. Come on, Ray, give us our
Fun
little.
fact. Fun fact while y'all are thinking about that. One day while we were working on Twisters, we were working outside. This is in Oklahoma, in the
hmm
middle of Tornado Alley. And we're working, and all of a sudden, we had to bend down the hatches. A storm rolled in. Everybody had to run inside. We were literally filming a storm rolling through. But everybody had to bend down the hatches. We had to go inside until the storm passed. And it was a crazy storm. Like, I remember seeing the catering tent just like fly almost into like the building that we were in. We were in a high school getting people ready. And
You
there
had
was
a
a
real
window
twister.
there, and I just saw it was almost a twister, but I saw the catering tent like flying towards the window. I'm like, yeah, it was crazy, but we made it out alive. Okay, so shout out to Twisters because it was definitely giving real experience up in Oklahoma. All right.
Okay, you guys. What do we have here? You ready for the
Let's
answer?
see. We got Isaac Lee Chung. We got Greta Gerwig. Um, so yeah, let's give them an answer. What's the answer, sis?
Answer is B. Lee Isaac Chung. So
Yes.
For all you guys who thought it was
So
B.
Timothy was correct. Let's go, Timothy. Okay, without further ado, y'all, it's time to bring our guest in. We have talked about everybody and everything else, and it's time to give our guest her shine. So,
Let's give
without
her a
further
shot.
ado, welcome. Throw some hearts up as we do for our girl TK.
Come on in, TK.
Hey,
Yay! Hey, TK.
what's up?
Hey,
Hey,
good to see you.
Hello.
You look
Y'all
what's
both
great.
going
have a team.
on?
We are so
What's
happy
up?
to see you again.
Glad for the invite. What's up, family?
Come
Look, now
on, hair getting long.
together
You see,
again.
because it was short.
Yeah, it grew a lot. Look at that glow you
Yeah.
got going.
I came back from Tulum. I was in Tulum.
You look great.
Oh, how was
A
that?
little relaxation from set
It was
life.
cool. Huh?
I said a little relaxation from set life.
Yes. Yes.
Now it's time to grind
Very
again.
much needed.
Right. Yes. Very much needed.
Hmm.
Well, why don't
And
you
we want to give TK congratulations. TK just
Yes.
recently got married, so congratulations on your
Thank you.
marriage and on your matrimony, honey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
TK, why don't you tell everyone who you are and a little bit about you?
Oh wow. Okay. You know what I didn't add in my bio because Ray is from Texas. I was born in Texas.
Oh, really?
Born in Fort Hood. Yeah. I didn't even
Okay.
realize when she said Fort Worth. I was like, oh, I was born in Texas. I didn't put it in my bio. But I was like, I don't know where to start. I am a filmmaker. I love film. Since I was young, I loved film, but I didn't know that it can be a career until I kind of got to college. But I've always, my mom, which I don't remember this, but she was like, when you were 9, you asked me for a camcorder and I got you a camcorder, but I always used to have just cameras, just like snapping photos, you know? So I've just always loved film. I'm a little Army baby. So wherever my mom went, I was there. So I'm just used to up and going. And yeah, and I've been in the guild now, I think since 2016. Everything prior to that was a hustle. And you
Hmm.
still hustle, but it was a
Hmm.
hustle.
Hmm.
Ray, what
It's
is she
always a
doing?
hustle.
What is she
It's
being right
always a
now,
hustle.
Ray? She's being a little what?
She is being a little
Oh, my.
modesto.
You've done so much, but
I've done
you
a lot.
hold back a little bit of the tea that we would love to hear. I'm sure our audience would love to know about some of the
You
things
can
you've
pop
done,
it.
like
Oh, recently?
Grownish and
Yeah,
Blackish
I've
and
done.
all this
Yep.
other stuff, all these other
Yep.
amazing things.
Yeah. So I'm a director. I'm also an assistant director.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feature that I'm trying to work out deals on right now, but that was just currently at the American Black Film Festival. So it's screened there. Feature called
Period.
Body of Water.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
and as an
Congratulations.
assistant director, thank you. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I love how that festival is ran. So shout out to the husband and wife team, Jeff Friday and his wife, and the way that they just roll everything out. So I really enjoyed myself there. And as an assistant director, I've worked on SWAT. I was on Blackish. I wish Blackish never ended. That's just, yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Grownish, rap shit. The show we worked on together, which
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of
Government
that's gonna be
cheese.
yet.
Don't know the name of it.
Don't know the name of that one yet. So yeah, I've done a lot. Marvel Runaways, all as an assistant director, but as a director, just finished the film and I've directed some spots for Jack Daniels and things of that nature.
Okay. That's
So, what do you
awesome.
like most about directing?
Say it again.
What do you like most about directing?
The freedom to create and the freedom to create with multiple people in multiple departments. It's freeing. I mean, I think in life in general, everyone has the ability to be an artist and to create and be creative if that's what they tap into. It's just like, where does your talent lend you? And for me, it's directing. It's the vision of it. It's taking it from the idea through pre-pro into production, executing what you saw in production, and then taking that thing into post. So I love all things, all aspects of directing. I'm also a photographer, so just like the eye of it and being able to like really visualize when I either get a script or I'm working on the script, as I'm writing, I can see it. You know, so that's the cool part.
That's dope. How did you get into it? What started this journey? You know, what catapulted you into? Have you always thought about doing this? Like, talk to us a little bit about that.
So, fun fact, when I first went to college, it was for criminal justice. I went to high school for criminal justice.
Wow.
My family are teachers in law enforcement, so I did not know. And I hadn't at that point known my father's side, which is very creative. When I came to learn that, I was like, oh, it makes sense. And I have just always been like a creative. I've always been a big daydreamer. And I would say one of like the films like early on was The Secret Garden for me, because I lived in Florida. I lived across from like a wooded area. And I would just go over there, and that was my secret garden. I would hang freaking tires from trees and just be like, it was just where I escaped. And as I got older, I still like would take photos and do all these things. And I loved watching movies, but I literally went to college and I took a elective, which was the history of film. And when I took the elective on the history of film, and this professor's talking and all the things, and then it went into just like the job aspect of it. And I was like, I can actually try to pursue this. Like, that wasn't a thing for me. Even when my mom was younger, my mom told me she wanted to be a writer, but she didn't think that that was a realistic path, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my mom went into the Army. For me, no one ever spoke. Even your guidance counselors, right? They're not saying, hey, you're such a creative. Have you thought about this? You see people's names and credits, did not know, I didn't have an idea. And so I switched my major over in college to communications, film, and broadcasting. And I really started just studying and just honing in. And literally like in college to like, get your degree or whatever, we had to write the script. Well, on top of writing the script, I was like, well, I want to shoot the script. They said nothing about me shooting it. So I put together a whole little pitch, and I did my little budget and all the things, and I submitted it to the school, and they paid for me to do this short film. And so from there, that's always been my focus. I was like, I really want to do this. You never know how it's going to happen, but it's like in the pursuit of, I was like, I really want to do it.
Yeah. How did you find your circle? Because I always say you got to be a little strange to be in our world. I always look around the set, and I'm always mesmerized by how we all have this kind of different way of seeing things. We see through a different lens than most people, but we all are crazy enough to keep coming back to this set and loving these crazy hours that we work, and we do it over and over again. How did you find your circle of people who thought like you?
That's so interesting. And that's a really great question. When I first moved out here, do y'all remember there was this like, not even MySpace. There was this other app. And I remember this guy hitting me up, and he's like, hey, because I had on my profile, like, I'm trying
Black
to,
Planet.
Black Planet. Black Planet. And I had, just moved to LA, filmmaker, like all the things. And I got hit up, and they were like, hey, we have this circle, I'm getting ready to do this film. We're looking for PAs, like all the things. And I go and I meet with him and all his, the producers on the film. And literally, like, I met a bunch of dreamers, right? A bunch of dreamers. And literally, I shit you not, excuse my language. I got here in 2005, and a lot of those people I met on that first film, I am still friends with. Along the way, you pick up other people. But for me, it's always someone that can double down with you on your ideas and the things that you're doing. If I'm talking to somebody and it's just like, you can't see it,
Right.
I can't be in that space. Like
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even starting the show that we were on together, and it was a lot going on, so I'm so focused. But when I actually had a chance to sit down and talk with Ray, me and Ray connected, because literally as I started talking, she was like, "Did you think about this? Did you think about like da da da?" It was like, "Oh, you're a
Mm-hmm.
dreamer." And
Yeah.
immediately,
Mhm,
like from that day
mhm,
on, every time
mhm.
I started, like, "Hey, like I
Mm-hmm.
just need people that could,
Yeah,
for real, that can literally
Yeah.
be
yeah.
like, I see you, I
See the
know that you're
vision.
capable of, and you can collaborate together. Even if
Yes.
you're never going to
Yeah.
work together, you can still sit in a room and collaborate and come out inspired, come out better than
Mhm,
you. You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? Than you were when
Yeah.
you entered.
Yeah.
It's funny
I think
because
that's so huge because we
no,
do
you go.
that. I think we do that on production a lot. Everything
Yeah,
is a collaboration, and
it
even
is.
when it comes to like the producers and directors, they pick people who are gonna see their vision. They
Absolutely.
pick people who are gonna help create and bring that vision to life as well. So that I mean that's the business.
And that brings me to another
It's
question.
breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear us
It
now?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you
Yeah.
clearly.
Ray,
Yeah,
can
we
you
can.
repeat? Re, Ray, can you repeat what you were saying? I couldn't hear it at first.
Oh, I was just saying, that's basically what being on set is, a whole group of people collaborating to,
Yes.
come up with this vision. Everybody playing
Yeah.
their role and playing their part in bringing this vision to life. Hmm.
And I
Yes.
said that brings
And I
me.
think
That's okay. You can run finish.
I think we got some lag going.
no, it's a lag. So I was like, wait, oh, sorry.
What were you gonna say?
I was about to say, like, I agree with Ray in regards to, like, it's just, it's a bunch of people. We're on set, we're collaborating, we all have a common goal. And I think also too, that's where I kind of started adding to the tribe of people, because I found when I was trying to get into the industry and I was trying to PA and I just couldn't get it. Like, they would be shooting on my street and I would walk out and hand my resume over and do all these things and wouldn't get hired. I'm going to networking events, and that wasn't bringing in anything for me. And once I did book that first job as a PA, I literally, like, the networking that you can do on set and just just genuinely connect with people is kind of how I started, like, really also to adding to the tribe of people, because I'm like, we're all, like, we get it, we get the hours, we
Yeah.
get this, and
Yeah,
also
we're
too, on top
creative.
of just being
Yeah,
tired, you're still inspired.
Right.
yeah, yes,
So
You know what? I
yeah.
think people don't understand the importance of starting small, how you grow and become big. It doesn't start at the top. You literally start, for a better lack of words, at the bottom. That's where the heaviness happens. Whether you're in background, that's where all the big things really, really happen. The relationships
Hmm.
happen in the starting small. You always say don't despise small beginnings, because that's where greatness happens. That right there, whether you're working in background in hair and makeup or PAing, you build great relationships that last forever
yeah,
in
Yeah.
those areas. So, don't
Do
despise
y'all
small.
ever feel like every time you're on a show, you find somebody else to add to your tribe? I think I feel like that. Like every
Yeah,
time I'm on a show, I find somebody that I have something in common with, even if we're not besties or locked in like that. Like I know if I see you on another set, you know what I'm saying? We're good. I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. I see you on another
yeah,
set, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I just
yeah.
feel like I feel I meet a lot and see a lot of the same people. Sometimes it's crazy. I just got off of a flight and this guy was sitting in the seat right next to me, and I was like, "Dang, he looks so familiar." And he's talking, and the guy in the middle of us is asking all these questions about, like, mind you, we're sitting there for an hour for no reason on the tarmac, and he's just trying to, asking questions, having conversation. And we get to talking about working in film. Well, the guy that's sitting on the end, he's being really quiet, but I'm noticing, like, dang, he looks familiar. This guy was the B cam operator on Cruel Summer, which was a
Really?
TV show that Sharice and I did in Fort Worth, Texas. You remember B cam
oh
Ben? You
wow,
remember Ben?
Yeah, yeah.
It was Ben. And I'm just like, That is Ben. I didn't realize it until we got off the plane. We were walking towards the rental car, and I caught up with him. I said, "What's your name again?" He was like, "Ben." I said, "B Cam Ben, you did Cruel Summer. I knew I'd recognize your face." You know, we haven't seen each other since 2019, but when
Wow.
stuff like that happens, we
Yep.
all the way in Montana. We're where we're supposed to be. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? It's just little things like that that remind you, like, okay, I'm right where I need to be.
Yeah.
You said B camera Ben.
He can
TK,
be.
how do you connect and collaborate with hair and makeup? Like, what is your process for as a director in creating the looks and connecting with hair and makeup?
That's a great question because I feel like just me personally in my everyday life,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not real big on makeup and my hair is in locks, right? So I depend heavily on communicating upfront and finding my people literally in pre-production, of course, because you want to, collaborate. For me, like for instance, like with the feature I just did, Body of Water, I had the wife in a lot of different looks, from braids to, hair being pressed, like all the different things. And for me, I don't have this like set vision. I just know, like, for instance, I might want the girl in braids. But once I start collaborating with what's actually like realistic in regards to, like, for instance, how many changes is that gonna put on us in a day? Because sometimes for me, being an independent filmmaker and not having the budgets of Warner Brothers and all these other things, it's like, what can we do that serves the purpose for hair and makeup, but also serves the purpose for what my vision is in the script, and also getting the actor involved. I actually, with this one, sat down with the actress from the beginning to see also what she was comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of rely heavily on hair and makeup because everyone has their strong suit. So I can't say, like, coming in, like, I had this thing that I just see in my head for hair and makeup. Some other directors may. So for me to pull in a head of makeup, a head of hair, and I'm like, hey guys, so I do see her with braids, but how that is actually executed on the other end is when hair comes to me and is like, look, this is how, based on how you have laid this character out, this is what I see for this, and here's why. Like the story that you guys create, because at the end of the day, it's a collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to say I'm gonna have this girl in like locks all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rely heavily in that aspect on you guys, and then I'm like, wait, I don't like that hairstyle. Wait, that was great. I didn't think of that, because I don't have that in my being. I just know, look, I want her to have short hair. I might want her hair shaved. Like, I have that idea, but not how the execution of that is going to look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I think it might be time for us to play a game.
Okay. How about we spin the wheel? So you ready to spin
What's
the
happening
wheel?
here?
So what
We
we're
got
going
a
to do is
little willy wheel.
wheel, and whatever lands, we want you to answer the question. So you ready?
I guess.
Here we go.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Uh-oh, what does this question say?
What is that?
What would you tell your 18-year-old self to do differently today?
Ooh, that's a great one. I would tell my 18-year-old self to do more research. Research on the fact that I really enjoy film. I really enjoy photography. And for me to figure out a way to start that journey earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like, I mean, come on. I'm up there in age. I might not look like it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have the Instagrams and all the things.
Right.
So it's like,
I mean, you did say Black Planet earlier, so I
did
was
say
like,
Black Planet.
what?
You get what I'm saying? I did. But, so my thing is that it's like my 18-year-old self, although I little free bird, skater, I bike, I do all these things, I'm just blowing in the wind. I needed to do more research because I would have already had declared studying film. You know, like if I don't, you know, hearsay now, like, you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda, but I would have definitely done more research on the thing that I love to see if that thing could have been a job earlier on, which I didn't. I just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's probably what I would have told my 18-year-old self, because I like doing things like, I got the idea, I want to go.
Okay, let's try another.
I want to retire early.
I know, right?
That's the one right there.
Yeah.
You have a favorite?
Do you have any pets?
I do. I have a doggy. Her name's Precious.
Oh,
She is a 6-year-old Shih Tzu. Precious, come here.
Come here, Precious.
Come on, Precious.
Let me show you.
Come here, Precious. I know as soon as you said her name, she looked up like, who, me?
Oh, Precious. Okay, let's do another one.
You know, y'all know dogs hate being on camera.
My dog's like,
I've noticed that. They be like,
yeah, I got
top.
one video, I had the camera in her face, and she kept doing like this.
Hey, what's your favorite movie? That's a tough one, right?
I got a lot of those, but man, I got a lot of those. I love Jason's Lyric. I love Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. I love Set It Off. There's just not one for me.
I know, right?
Love and Basketball.
She named some classics. You make me go watch them.
Like, those movies are, man, listen.
I know. Let's do one
Never
more.
to be duplicated.
That's a fact. Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice.
What did you eat for breakfast?
Actually, you know what's so crazy? I have not eaten anything yet. I have been juicing all week.
Oh, okay.
So I had like a green juice, and then I had like some lemon water, but I have some oatmeal, and I have not eaten it yet. I did like a 3-day, technically a 4-day cleanse plus like a junk flush. So it was like 5 days. And then I went into the weekend like, and then came Monday. I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat this oatmeal. I haven't eaten it yet, y'all. I came back from 2 hours. Like, I got stuff. I was so tired and just like lethargic. I was like, I need to clean this system out.
I feel that.
What, as from hair and makeup, could we do better to make your job more efficient?
That's a great question. You know, I would say from a production standpoint, and I get that there is a vision, right? Because now I go into not just director mode, I go into my AD brain. If there is something, like, let's say if we're running behind and like really need an actress or really need an actor, if there's a way in the creative process sometimes to help on the other end, which on the show on this last show, we had literally like no real thing happening there. Like they were out and they were ready. Yeah. And with that, the director gets to execute the vision, because it's not just, it's not, and I'm just speaking from a hair and makeup standpoint, but all departments, right? If all departments are working in unison, which we know some shit is going to happen, right? but when it does hit the fan, what can everybody do collectively to shorten the time down so the director can execute the vision? You know what I'm saying? So if it's a situation where they don't need a certain hairstyle because it hasn't been established yet, is there something that we can do that's simpler, that still gives the vision that you guys want to cross, even when it comes to, like, let's say, because sometimes even with makeup and the makeup changes, that's not always, like, we sometimes don't understand like what it takes. You're prepping skin, you're doing all these things that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes like just how we can, from a timing perspective, if that happens, still get an actor out on time. When it comes to just like the creative for me, if you see something that I don't see in regards to this can be better if we execute this, or have you thought about putting her in a red lip because this represents this? If you see something in the process to make that character pop more, please let me know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I am always open to that, because I want to create with everybody, because you're not there to just execute the vision that I have. You also have a vision. That's you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all creative, from costumes to it's all a creative process. So I want both of our visions to be executed, or we're not collaborating.
Right.
So you are a director who's open to hear.
Absolutely.
Because everyone isn't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but I think that it makes for a better project, because hair and makeup don't lose passion, right? If they know that they're being heard, and that, you know what, actually, I know we agreed on this style, but based on what I just saw, and we haven't even established her yet, can we do X, Y, and Z? Because this would, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, let's go, because I want everybody to still have passion. Yes, we know we're on a project, we're getting paid, but you know, and you can't deny this, there's always those projects that are just extra special.
Right.
And those extra special projects, right? You're like, damn, when it's over, because you were able to really fucking collaborate. I'm cool. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're able to collaborate, really, truly collaborate, because me being a director, I love that. But also from an assistant director standpoint, when a director comes in and wants to collaborate with me, knowing that I'm setting their world, you know what I'm saying? That's also something, versus, you know, me just doing something and I don't know the intent behind something, even though I'm reading your script. And even when I'm reading my script and me talking to you guys about the intent behind something, that hair and makeup that I might have in my head might not match the intent, because you've studied it.
Right.
And so that's when you come in and say, hey, this will be better for the intent behind what you're trying to get. You know what I'm saying? So that's I just want people to still have, working with me as a director, have passion coming in, because it makes for a better project and a better just experience, because I'm just not hiring you to slap on some lips, and I'm not just hiring you to throw on a wig. Like, there's this collaborative thing that's happening. Like, you do this for real. Right. You know what I'm saying? And there's a story behind hair. There's a story behind makeup. I don't always know the history and the story. And so I'm going to rely on you in that aspect. I can tell you some history behind film, but not the aspect that makes it 360 and it makes it complete.
Yeah.
You know?
Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate your perspective, because I think when people understand not only the passion that we have, but the knowledge that we bring to it, I think it does make collectively a better picture, a better film, because we bring something different. Like you said, you know the vision that you have, but we know how to help make that vision come to life, or that this will affect the vision, and it's not possible sometimes to get what you want by one time. It's not going to happen in the time frame that you want it to happen in, or that this may not necessarily be possible to happen the way that you want it to happen.
Correct. And then let's not even go into period.
Yes.
And the history and the study, and you know what I'm saying? Because
and the time that it takes to execute some of those styles. Like, you may be working on a modern, you know, show, and people come, you have 400 extras, and all of them are pretty much ready when they get there, other than a couple of tweaks here and there. But a period show, like something where you have to get a specific look, it takes time. And it takes people who know what they're really doing.
Right.
And then when you talk about textured hair, that's a whole nother ball game.
Yes.
So to create those different looks on textured hair, that's a different story and time frame altogether.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I have a
sometimes
question
people
for
don't know that.
TK. I have a question for TK. As far as advocating, you know, with you being in a directing position, as far as advocating for multicultural trailers, like how have you been affected by that? And you know, just kind of like, what are your views on that? I remember I worked on a show, and I think I've mentioned it before, where there was a gentleman with locks, and the directors and the producers were white men, and their question was, well, can we just cut his locks off and then have him reattached? And
No.
me being the only Black person in the trailer, it was like, for my department head to come and ask me if that was even something that was possible just blew me and threw me and made me feel like there's no way that this is really going on set. So, you know, what has been your experience with, you know, just making a more multicultural trailer and that type of thing?
For me, and just like being an independent filmmaker, I get to do those things because no one's putting their money into me but me, right? So I don't need to say I'm hiring this way. I'm just gonna hire. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, and I'm gonna go back to something else where you said about the locks. It's kind of like when I'm ADing and we're hiring the PA team, and I want to hire Black. I don't need to tell the producers I'm hiring Black. I'm interviewing everybody, but I'm hiring the best in those. And our teams are tight. Our teams are tight. They know what they're doing. So it's kind of like, give us an opportunity, because we don't see ourselves in these rooms a lot of the time. I remember being on a show in New York, and I'm sitting in the office, and this UPS UPS guy comes in, Black older guy. He goes, "Hey sis," and I'm like, "Hey." He goes, "You the only Black person I ever seen working in here." Loud, and everybody got quiet, and I was like, "Whoa." And so because we have not seen ourselves for so long, or we might be the only ones in the room, I'm going to make sure that on my team, it reflects as such, right? Because we don't get the opportunity per se. We're getting more opportunities now. So from that perspective, I'm going to hire my people when I can hire my people, right?
Yeah.
Being on a show as an assistant director, I have been on a show where the leads have been Black and the rest of the cast, you know, multicultural. However, with a couple, I think like maybe 2 of the families on there could have been white. I'm not sure, but everybody in the trailer, in the hair trailer, were white. So there was a situation where we needed a stunt double for our number 1 young Black kid, and the guy that comes in had locks. And these women are in there tugging on his hair, trying to get, and the way he came out of that trailer defeated, I was like, there is no reason why there should not be someone here to do his hair. And I think because other people sitting in that trailer, I think even some of the white cast members that were in the trailer were the ones that actually fucking spoke up to get somebody in there, because we're afraid to lose our jobs. And that's mind blowing to me. And they ended up getting someone in there, but you should have saw that from the jump. You should have saw that from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So that, like, the thing with Black is, you walk in, you gonna see you. You know what I'm saying? Like shows like that, like even the show we're coming off of, we were all over the place, and creme de la creme all over the place. Like it was great. So I think being mindful of that in production, like, so if I'm on a show, like let's say Ray, moving forward, if someone actually, like, I get hired to do a film, someone else is putting their money into this. That is one thing I am speaking up about, because they're hiring teams sometimes without you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll put, department heads and stuff. You get to interview with them and talk to them, but making sure that it's reflective of whoever is on that show. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be one way or the other. Like, it definitely has to be diversity in the trailer, because then everyone's coming from a different walk of life and can execute.
Representation matters.
It does matter. It really does. No one should feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, I think it's time to play another game. You guys ready?
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Let's play another game.
I was like, at first I was like, uh-oh.
This one is called This or That, and we all will play this one.
This or that. Okay.
This or that. So coffee, caffeine or decaf?
Caffeine. Put it in my veins.
Caffeine.
Okay, I
Yes.
caffeine, so I'll have to say decaf. Chicken or fish? What's your preference?
Huh. That's a hard one. I'll say fish.
I'll say fish.
I love a good red
Fish.
snapper.
Oh
I love
yes, I love a red snapper or a red
um,
fish.
Yeah.
a plane or car?
A plane. I wanna.
Me
If
and
I could have
again,
a do you? I'll be all over the place if I could.
right? I know some people say
Car
put me in
me.
a car. I'm like,
Car
give
me.
me a plane.
I'll get on that road and be just fine. I can't stand
Put me
being
in the
in a
air.
plane. It's so crazy
So it
because
depends.
I used to hate road trips.
Mm-mm.
I love a good road trip, and I'm saying plane like we flying private. I get a plane, not like I gotta fly like
I'm
I
cute.
always fly.
Yeah.
Give
Yeah,
me an airplane.
not we cramped up.
No, now we like 4 people to, you know,
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Shorts or pants?
pants. I'm always in
Sure.
jeans. I need to switch that up. I'm
I know,
always.
right?
I got on jeans right now. I'm sitting in the house. I got on jeans.
I just bought 2 pair of shorts. I'm like, you know what? You used to wear them all the time, but I'm always wearing pants. So
I'm definitely gonna say shorts because I think I have some nice legs. So
I gotta get more shorts.
yeah, I think I got nice legs, but I've been wearing pants a lot lately. So
yeah.
I have a nice pair of pants, but I did buy a couple pair of shorts just lately. Okay,
And y'all, I'm tired of having a two-tone body. Like
Yo,
I need
y'all should see my tan. I don't even know if y'all can see my tan. I'm so like, I don't even know if you could see. You see
you
it?
can see it.
a little bit, yeah.
I'm still peeling from Tulum.
You got out there and got golden, okay?
Dude.
Okay, gummy bears or sour patches?
Oh, I love them both. Sour patches.
Gummy bears for me. Everybody know I
I'm
like
gonna say
gummy bears.
gummy bears if gummy bears if they Haribo
If they what?
or Haribo, however you say it. The gold pack.
The gold
Okay.
pack.
Yeah.
R&B or hip hop?
R&B.
R&B for
I
me.
wanna.
Yeah. R&B.
Yeah.
I love a good 90s vibe.
You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
last one. Hopscotch or double dutch?
Hopscotch. I tried the double dutch. I ain't that great. I'm an athlete too. I ain't that great.
Yeah, hopscotch for me too.
Yeah, hopscotch
Like
me. I
double
can
dutch.
bop.
You can
Dude, we
double
did
dutch.
a
Baby,
double.
let me tell you.
I
can
tried
bop
double
bop
dutch too.
because the way them little feet to get caught up in them ropes.
Right. I tried it.
Okay, that's it
Well, at
for
least you
this.
know you tried it.
I tried it.
It's cute though. I
It's
almost
cute.
wanted to do
I
it,
know.
but I'm
Every time
like,
I see somebody do it, I get so like, oh man, that is such a talent. Like,
They make it look
yeah,
easy. It ain't, you
yeah,
yeah,
know.
they be hello.
Right.
I wish it was me, but I'm like, girl, don't you even think about it. One day.
One
So
day.
we got about 5 minutes left in our show, TK.
Mm-hmm.
Two things. Where can people find you if they want to find out more about you? And do you have any parting words for anyone who wants to kind of follow in your footsteps and, get into your side of production?
Yes. You can follow me at ATK Vision on Instagram, which is also my website, atkvision.com. And I say for anyone that's trying to get into it, everybody's path, and I know this is cliche, but it's so true. Everybody's path into this industry is different. So there's no wrong way, right? You just got to double down on wanting to do this because we know production and filmmaking is up and down. So while you're focused on your dreams, right? You have something else on the side, but know that that's your through line.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah, and just like if directing is what you want to do, shoot. Like your camera, your phone has a camera on it, just shoot. Like just no one has to see it until you're ready for them to see it, but shoot. Get the editing program, edit it. If you want to get into production on the assistant directing side, you start from PAing. And if you want to hit me up to send me your resume, do that at ATK Vision. I'll send you my email address. Like, you know, just there's ways in, there's no wrong way, but stay focused in the journey, because there's going to be a lot of no's, or you didn't get this job, you didn't get that job. But once you get that first yes, you better start networking across from you, because that person next to you is going to be moving on to another show. The person on your right is going to be going to another show. You now have 2 opportunities to go left or right. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me,
amen to that.
Yeah, like we know how this goes. Like, that's, you network across. Like, also I also have, like, for anybody who's trying to PA, I have a document that I've always I always add to. So when I know someone's new, I like email them that. If you want to see that, read that, email me. I will send it your way. Like,
Awesome.
Yeah, share
Make sure to
resource.
follow TK. Some of your mentors, TK.
Ooh, that's so interesting. So from the AD standpoint, so there's 2 Tobys. Y'all know Toby from Bonneville. And then there's Toby Tyler. He's in Utah. And when I was a PA, I did, other than directing, I was like, I have a technical side to me. And when I saw him just running this, I was like, what is it? I want to do what he does. And he took me under his wing, and wherever he went, I was PAing under him. Like, if you see somebody that matches your energy or what you want to do, please be vocal and go talk to those individuals and just let them know. And then from a directing standpoint, someone that I can just like reach out to and they'll look at my reel and do all these things. His name is Todd. He's a really big TV director. But man, he always comes through for me. So I've actually, without even asking, will you mentor me? That's just someone I can just always go to. And he always has an answer for me.
You are amazing,
That's
TK.
awesome.
We love you. We love
You are. I can't wait to work with you again, girl.
Listen, I'm here for it. I think we had fun. How was I on set? You guys experiencing me? That's my question. Like, how?
We love you. You were about your business for sure.
You were a bully.
She was not.
She was a bully. Yes, she was, Cherie.
Man.
She was a
Don't
bully.
listen to her.
Ray just mad because I would wrap her and unwrap her and wrap her. I'd be like, hey, Ray. Hey, Ray.
Okay, Ray, all the background is wrapped. She'd be like, okay, all the background is wrapped. Y'all good. And I'd be like, oh, for real? Nope. You know what? All right. And then it just started this battle back and forth.
Everybody be
but
like,
you gotta have right. Yeah, I don't do nothing. You gotta have that on set though, man. It can't be all serious all the time. You just gotta have a good time, man. You know, there's too much going on, and life is too short to not have a good time on set. We had a great time, man. We really did.
No, TK was
you were awesome.
She was on top of her job. She was awesome.
Yeah,
I would love to work with you again, TK.
Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second time around.
And do you have anything coming up? Any projects yourself like that you're working on for your own project?
At the moment, no. I'm literally like, I have a couple of scripts, but I'm like rewriting. So it's like right now, while I'm not on a show, I'm just reworking stuff. That's another thing. When you're down, you still need to have motion and doing things, not just like, oh man, what's happening? I'm writing, I'm whatever. I'm out here just like working on stuff. So right now, no. I might go into pre-pro on like a horror script that I have, but that's like, I got, have a couple of meetings next week, but I'm not for sure yet.
Okay.
I love what you just said. When you down, you still got to have motion. Come on. I want that on a shirt.
Yeah. And that is a good one. That is really
Because right,
I
but
like
isn't
that.
that true though? It's like because motion
It's so
begets
true.
motion. It's like I can't just sit here and be like I've gotten a call. I just said no because I was in Tulum, so I
yeah.
wasn't gonna end
Mhm.
my trip early, even though I did end up ending my trip early to come back for a show because I really wanted to just take the break.
And you need
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
that too. That's so important. I had to turn down something
Absolutely.
because, I wanted to celebrate me for a little bit.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
for so,
You
sometimes
don't
you
have
spend
to
so
say yes
much
to
time working,
everything.
you forget to
Yep.
celebrate you. So you have to take out some time just to love on yourself, because
Yep.
otherwise you'll spend your
Yeah.
life like, I forgot to enjoy life. I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
Mhm. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No job is worth it. No job is
Yeah.
worth your life. Hmm.
Well,
But we
TK, we
really enjoyed having you.
Thank
yes,
y'all.
we did. We'll love to have you come back at some point, but thank you for being here today. We want to thank all of our guests. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow TK as well. She's got some gems for you guys. Make sure you follow her. Get all the information that she has to share. If I were you, I would definitely be following her. We want to thank you again. I'm Cherie
Thank y'all.
Slade. This is my
I'm
sister.
ready on.
And we have TK over here. And we see you guys next Sunday, same time, same place. Bye bye, everybody.
Thank y'all.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.